everyone. We'll just wait another minute to allow people to log on, and then we'll get started. Yeah, feel free to fill out the poll while you wait. Maybe another 30 seconds. In the meantime, I'll say hi. Hi, Juan. Hi, Brandon. Alyssa, Pakriti, Stefan, Lisa, Rohit, Sandra. Hi, Maria. Hi, Jose. Hi, Astrid. Hi, Shante. And Celeste, Rika, and Lei Yi. I'm starting to recognize some of the names. Good afternoon. On this snowy Monday, if you're in Ontario. And more snow coming tomorrow. But at least we're indoors for this online class. Hi, Maria. Hi, Shante. Hi, Lei. And hey, Alyssa. Hi, everyone. Okay, so if you want to wrap up the poll, we will get started. Okay, my friends, so first and foremost, how are you feeling today? And some people feel pretty darn good, and others are still sleepy or something else entirely. All responses are welcome. This week's content is about stress, and I asked you, how do you see stress in your life? As a positive, as a negative, or both? And what I hope you'll learn as you go through this week's content is that stress is unavoidable. And actually, a certain amount of stress is motivating and stimulating for us. But of course, too much stress is not helpful. And to feel stress constantly and to be in a stress response mode constantly over time can lead to a weakened immune system and set you up to be vulnerable for illnesses and disease. So learning about how to manage your stress can be one way that you help yourself in that situation, right? Because life has stress in it. Good stress, bad stress, just stress. And so finally, I asked you, what are some things you do to manage your stress, and to put that in the chat. So some of the things I do are I go for a walk. I really like to be out in nature. I like to watch movies. I love reading books, but sometimes I also eat when I feel stressed. So, I'm just asking you, what do you do? No judgment, right? Some things are healthy, some things are maybe not as healthy. To bring some awareness to how you manage stress. So let us know in the chat. Listening to music, oh, that's lovely. Yeah, music is very heart and emotion driven, so it can be really great for our cortisol levels, our stress levels. Yes, I love books so much. Books, music, exercise, yep, shopping, totally gets that dopamine hit. Yeah. Oh, playing football. And I got a private message too. Someone loves to play basketball. Yes, absolutely. Playing video games. Some video games that he's excited to play. They rented from the library. We're going to play some TMNT. Oh, yes. Eating, baking, doing yoga. Lovely. Meditation. You know what I love, if it's available, is sauna, like a steam sauna or dry sauna or just a hot bath. I love hot stuff. Like anytime I'm warm, I love that. Yeah, lovely. Going for a walk, reflecting in nature. Yeah, massages. You know that Centennial has a registered massage therapy program. So there are students learning to become massage therapists, and they have a clinic open to the public. But for Centennial students, it's $10 for, I think, a 55-minute massage. So if you go online, like Google Centennial College Massage Clinic, you can book an appointment. And as a student, it's only $10 to get like an hour massage. Yeah. Okay. So the majority of today's Zoom, the purpose of it is to look at the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan Part A assignments, right? So let's take a look at that together, shall we? So we're here in our course. And last week you would have looked at the content for week 2, which was all around behavior management and making a behavior change, right? So once you watched the video, the PowerPoint video, okay, give me 1 minute, please, honey. Sorry. Once you had done the learning for this week, then it sets, oh, sorry, hold on. Here we go. I forgot the week 1 and 2 PowerPoint are together. Okay, so here, the second part of the lesson PowerPoint is around making a behavior change. So looking at a target behavior, examining your target behavior, building your motivation for change, figuring out what stage of change you are in, and then finally creating a plan, right? Coming up with, after you monitor your behavior for a while and you figure out patterns that might be happening, triggers that you have, then you can look at creating a SMART goal, a specific goal that you can work towards changing a habit, and come up with action steps. What do you need to do in order to support this SMART goal? And is there a personal contract, something that you can create to help yourself be accountable? And all of that lesson from last week was to set you up for the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan Part A assignment. So if you go to assessments, assignments, you'll find it here. I'm just checking the chat for a second. So for anyone who is ever wanting to know the answer to the question, what are the assignments and when are they due? Coming to the content, and you can either go into the orientation folder or the course info folder. What is due and when? Summary of assessments. Here are all of the assessments, what they are, what their due dates are. So take this and put it in your calendar so you can be aware. However, the other reason you become aware is every week you should be doing some learning, right? Last week you were in week 2 folder, behavior management. Inside that folder is the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan assignment. So it started to open last week and it tells you right there it's due on January 28th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so and then as well, when you land on the course, the calendar tells you of due dates. The Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan is due on January 28th. So even though it's a little lonely doing an online course, there are places that you can find out the information you need, and you do have to stay on top of the learning and the due dates yourself, right? Okay, so let's go into the assessment assignment and open up the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan Part A assignment. Just like Lab 1, it's the same setup. You're going to read the instructions and then download the document, the template document that I have created. Download it onto whatever device you're working on, yeah? So I'll stop sharing and now I will open my document and share that with you. Strengths and weaknesses in different areas and get you to start thinking about, uh-oh, it says my internet is unstable. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Sorry about that if it is. It's the time of day, I think, where everybody's getting home and going on the internet at the same time. So the Lab 1 got you thinking about your different habits, but now the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan assignment has you really focused on one negative health habit that you would like to change. And I recommend you choose something fairly simple, right? Something pretty manageable. So, as an example, you might say that you want to, the negative habit that you have
Huh?
is
Yeah.
I eat a
Sir
lot
Manga.
of sugary treats, especially when I'm
You see?
tired or
Wakasi au
hungry.
seke ngata.
Okay. Actually,
Seke
shoot.
yata.
I went into. So then you tell me what's going on. What is causing you to eat a lot of sugary treats? And it might be, and because you've gathered data and analyzed data about your target behavior, then you have some insight into why this is going on. 1 second, please. So what's the situation? What's causing you to eat the sugary treats? Well, maybe I kept a food journal for a week or two, and that helped me to understand that I eat most of the sugary snacks when I'm tired or haven't had a substantial breakfast or lunch. And then why haven't I been able to stop eating so much sugar before? Well, it could be I've become addicted to the comfort and sweetness. So now I'm used to the treats and I crave them every day. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so you've identified the negative habit and you've told me a little bit about the situation going on with it. Well, your negative habit. This is an example, right? So now you're going to write a SMART goal to improve that habit. So it could be that I want to improve my eating habits. Specifically, I want to reduce the amount of sugary treats I eat. Reduce from eating 1 to 2 treats every day to eating only once or 1 or 2 per week. Now, it's important that you all know, so you're here, hopefully you can hear me. This is always the question that people seem to lose points on, the measurable. What makes a SMART goal measurable is when you find a number that indicates to you and to me that there's a way you can quantify the success of your goal. So if you just say to me, like sometimes people will do this, they'll say, it's going to be a lot of effort. That is not a measure. And sometimes people say, I'll track my progress in a journal. I'll measure my progress or track it. This is an action step. this is a statement that doesn't yet have a measurement in it. So what I'm looking for is what's the number, right? Like, for example, if somebody specifically wanted to lose weight, how much weight do you want to lose? If somebody wanted to gain muscle, how much muscle? If somebody wanted to save money, how much money? Or reduce their overspending habit, right? So hopefully it's making sense to you now what you need to do in terms of the M of a SMART goal measure. Next, you're going to give me a general idea of how you will tackle this goal, right? How you'll reduce the amount of treats this in this example, this person. So maybe it's through better nutrition, finding alternatives to the sugary treats. So you don't have to get specific here with me yet. You don't have to give me details yet. That's the next question. But the main way is through modifying their nutrition. Realistic first step could be I will throw out any sugary treats I currently have in my apartment. And finally, how long are you going to give yourself to achieve this goal? How long will I give myself to go from eating a treat every day to eating one only once or twice per week? And I think realistically, I need 2 to 3 months to achieve this because, it's a habit. It's deeply within me and it's going to take a while to be able to change. So that's a SMART goal. Okay, you've hit every element. And if you are still like, I'm not quite sure about how to write the SMART goal, you have some options. Number one, you have the rubric, right? The rubric is that guide in the folder that helps to understand how would I get top marks for this. And the other place you have for help is understanding SMART goals. This video that Adam, another professor in our that teaches this course, talks about SMART goals in great detail. So you get some help from him as well. Is it good if I move on to question 3? Can I move on?
Yes.
Muriel says yes. Celeste gave me a thumb. Sandra and Rohit are good to go. Okay, hopefully everyone else is too. Thank you. Alrighty, so now you've told me your target behavior and what's going on there. You have stated your SMART goal. So now it's time to tell me about your action steps. What are those steps that you're going to take to support your SMART goal? And this question is worth 8 marks. So you got to give me detail here. It can't just be the superficial. So one of the action steps might be I will get rid of all of the treats in my apartment and then go shopping and replace the treats with healthier options like nuts, dried fruit, fresh fruit, and I find peanut butter is a good one when I'm trying not to eat sweets. Okay, so that's one thing I can do. Another action step I can take to reduce the amount of sweets. Well, remember up here, I said that I eat when I'm tired or when I haven't had a good breakfast or lunch. So another action step I could do is to work on my sleep schedule so that I get a bit more sleep most nights. Powering down my phone at least an hour before bed. Once I'm getting more sleep, I'm not waking up tired and therefore not craving as much sugar. Okay, so that's another concrete action step that this person can take. A third one is meal planning on Sundays so that I know what I'm eating and have the groceries already in my fridge. I can ensure then that I eat a good breakfast before I head out to class and don't feel as tempted to buy um, sweets during the afternoon slump. Does everyone see how this action step is not only detailed, but it connects back to my situation to begin with? See how these action steps are really helpful to me and my situation and my SMART goal? Does it make sense? Okay, Sangam. So then you're good. To everyone else, does it make sense to you what I'm saying? Was that yes, Satbir?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. All right, thanks, Shante. Great. Okay, good. So, so the thing to understand in me showing you this example is this: the assignment is all about this one habit that you want to change. You're answering first person I statements. I will change this. I will, do these action steps. And I don't need long responses. I just need enough detail that I see you understand the question and you understand how it connects back throughout. Yeah. And so you'd give one more action step, and then you would come to the last question, which is that the reality is we often have the best of intentions for changing a habit, but then we encounter obstacles, right? Things happen that get in the way of us being successful. And so, what do you think might be an obstacle that could get in the way or discourage you? And what are some willpower, some mindset strategies that you could use to boost your self efficacy? So once again, remember last week in your lesson, we talked about self-efficacy and building your motivation. So an unexpected obstacle that might happen to the person who wants to eat less sugary sweets is I get invited to social events where they serve a lot of sweet treats, right? That's always happening. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and then it's Easter. It's just like a revolving door of sugary things in society. So, what's a mindset strategy that this person can call upon in those moments? Remember, there were things like positive visualization, positive self talk, an internal locus of control, having an accountability partner. So it could be that I will allow myself to enjoy sweets when I go out. However, I will balance one sweet instead of eating many with choosing other options that are not sugary. I will prepare myself mentally before I go to the social gathering, reminding myself it's okay to have one, but not to go nuts. Right? And another unexpected setback could be underestimating how badly I crave sugar, especially in the colder months where all we seem to want to do is just eat. So another willpower strategy. Maybe I change the wallpaper on my phone to a new quote every day about feeling good about myself. These daily affirmations will put me in a more positive, achievable frame of mind so that so that I will be less tempted. Could be. Affirmations myself. So this is one example of what an assignment could look like. But of course, yours will look different because you'll have a different habit that you want to change. And then the last question is not something you have to do or answer. It's just, I ask you to double check your work for spelling errors and any grammar errors. And of course, it's good to use dictionaries and maybe a thesaurus if you need a little help with your writing composition. But I caution you not to lean on those supports to do all the writing for you, right? Like ChatGPT and these thesauruses or translators, because what happens is they take away from the authenticity of you. And this course is about you and your personal experiences. And so if you start writing to me and it's more like a comment on the greater society rather than you, then I'm going to have to dock marks because I can tell it's not genuinely coming from a place of self-reflection written by you. So double check your work and then save it, preferably as a PDF. Attach the file to the folder just like you did for the lab 1. Right, so we come back to the folder here and you want to add the file and submit, and then you're done. And that is the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan Part A assignment. And it's due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Does anyone have any questions about it? Do I need to go over any parts again, make it more clear? No, it's okay. Do you feel like I've set you up for success with the assignment? You know what you're doing? Thank you, Suzanne. Okay, one person feels prepared now. Okay, and Celeste. All right, my black screens, I hope. Okay, thank you. Okay, beautiful. All right, so one last thing I'll leave you with is this week and next week are all about stress management, and sleep. A hot topic, right? One that you as students probably care about a lot. So sometime this week, you're going to want to go to the content and the folder for this week 3 and 4, stress and sleep. There are 2 videos. The first one is stress. The second one is on sleep, both of which comprise chapter 10 in the textbook. And then there are a handful of shorter videos that are like helpful additions, things like the surprising link between stress and memory, which as students, you probably care a lot about, right? Because if you are having to write tests constantly, where you need to recall learning, and yet you're at your lowest point of recall because you're tired all the time, because you're staying up late writing assignments, then it's like a really tough, it's like you're just not at your optimal level, right? For doing the thing that you need to do as a student. And so take a look at this content. It does get a little scientific, but it's quite cool when you learn about what's going on inside of your body, inside your nervous system and your endocrine system when it feels stressed or it has a stress response. And then you can think about management techniques. And in the book, they talk about things like working on your time management skills, doing physical activity, eating well, getting a good night's sleep, maybe even learning some communication skills and conflict resolution skills, because maybe some of the source of your stress is, relationship, interpersonal frustrations. So it's such a topic that we care about, right? As students right now in the world, trying to handle our stress levels. So take a look at that this week. And other than that, that's it. Just focus on getting the Healthy Lifestyle Management Plan assignment done. Yeah?
Hi, Prof.
Hi,
This is
Julie.
Julie. Yes, Prof, I just wanted to double check. We will be submitting the file via PDF, right?
Yeah, that's the preferred way. Sometimes I can open a Word document, but I have no issues when it's a PDF. I sometimes have an issue when it's a Word document.
Okay, noted on this. Thank you.
By the way, my last word to you is if you haven't submitted Lab 1 yet, which was due last night, all of the assignment folders stay open for 1 week past the deadline. So you can still submit an assignment late. Just be aware that per the college's late policy, you lose 10% for each day it's late past the deadline, right? So if you submit it today, you're only going to lose a couple points. It's better than nothing, better than getting zero. So yeah, if for some reason you just couldn't get it in on time, then you can still submit it.
Sir, we can choose any topic, like any bad habit.
Yeah, Satvir. So when you think about the negative habit, I hope it's coming from a place of reflection, right? Like you've taken the time to think about yourself and your life. And Lab 1 was to help set you up for your negative health habit, right? You thought about what are my strengths and weaknesses in physical wellness, financial wellness, environmental wellness, cultural wellness. All of that work you did in Lab 1 should have hopefully got you thinking about your habits, good ones, bad ones, healthy, unhealthy. And then this assignment is about choosing one habit that you have that you want to change, right? Maybe it's that you want to stop playing so many video games. You want to stop biting your nails. You want to start exercising more. You want to stop being so negative all the time. Choose something that is that you truly want to change about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Alrighty, my friends. Well, that's it for today. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week where we'll talk about sleep and get ready for the first test coming up in week 5. Bye, Carrie Shan.
Professor, can I ask you one question?
Yeah, go for it, Sandra.
I submit my my homework, my Lab 1 last night.
Yes.
But I submit like a document, like